You know the drill here at 7 o'clock. You ask, we answer. And that brings us to today's good question. Craig wrote in and said, I met you at the state fair this year on day one and told you how much I appreciate you reporting on matters that actually mean something to me. And then he followed up with a question. Why has the state of North Carolina not passed a budget yet? So, Craig, great to meet you. Thanks for the question. And the answer might surprise you. We got some insight from WRAL state government reporter Will Doran. All right, Will, so we've heard from this viewer who wants to know why the budget hasn't been passed. I've heard from several viewers with the same question. What is the sticking point?
Well, Dan, the details are complicated, but the answer really is simple. It's tax policy. And what it is Republicans in the legislature just disagree on where we should go with income taxes in the state. And because they can't reach an agreement on that, they can't figure out what to do with anything else involving the state budget.
We are the last state in the country to have a finalized budget. I do think that some people get confused, though, because they think of the federal budget, and if something isn't passed there, we go into this government shutdown, and that adds a lot of pressure to get something done. We don't have that same pressure in North Carolina. They just keep operating on the old budget, or the budget that we're under now. But there is pressure being felt by a lot of people in the community. I have some folks who are friends of mine who are teachers, and they want to know answers about, are they getting a pay raise? What's going to happen with their health insurance? What other things are being held up right now?
Yes, one of the big things is Medicaid. Medicaid is on track to run out of money by sometime in March or April. And again, with people not having raises either, that is a huge pressure on hundreds of thousands of North Carolinians. I actually heard from the governor about that issue.
Our teachers are among the lowest paid teachers in this country. Our correctional officers, 49th lowest paid. State Highway Patrol, 49th lowest paid. All of our public servants are not adequately compensated for the value they provide to all of us.
So Governor Stein wants them to get back to work. Where are they, though? What is the timeline for getting back to work?
Well, they're probably not going to come back for a few months because they're all out campaigning right now. We've got primary elections happening, and a lot of our state lawmakers are involved in primaries, or they're hitting the road for their friends who have primaries. And so they just are really not in session right now.
Some people might hear that and say, well, that doesn't feel right. So instead of doing the job they're elected to do, they're busy looking to get elected and keep the job. That might sound cynical, but it is kind of what's happening right now.
Yes, and you know, one silver lining to that is that they're out there talking to voters, they're in their communities, and so here's a chance that people have in the primary to talk to your elected representatives and say, hey, I want you to do this with the budget, I don't want you to do this with the budget. So we could see those conversations happening over the next few months.
The primaries in March. Are we going to wait until after then before we see anything happen with the budget?
I would be shocked if they do anything with the budget, or really anything at all at the legislature, until late March, early April, once those primary elections are over.
All right. Thank you, Will.
Thanks.
We love getting all of your questions here at 7 o'clock. Your voice has a place in this newscast, so please keep sending them in. Email us at 7 p.m. at WRAL.com. And by the way, our NC Capitol team is working on kind of a deep dive on all things state budget related. That's going to publish this Sunday, so look out for that, WRAL.com, in the NC Capitol section.